Pratique inglês todos os dias, ouça, fale, pratique e melhore suas habilidades linguísticas com a gente. Quando terminar, continue praticando no nosso app. É grátis. Link na descrição. Hora de praticar.
I wake up early. I wake up early.
Acordo cedo.
I wake up early. I wake up early. I stretch and get ready. I stretch and get ready.
Alongo e me arrumo.
I stretch and get ready. I stretch and get ready. I check the day's schedule. I check the day's schedule.
Confiro a agenda do dia.
I check the day's schedule. I check the day's schedule. I eat a quick breakfast. I eat a quick breakfast.
Tomo café da manhã rápido.
I eat a quick breakfast. I eat a quick breakfast. I dress in a clean suit. I dress in a clean suit.
Visto terno limpo.
I dress in a clean suit. I dress in a clean suit. I put on comfortable shoes. I put on comfortable shoes.
Calço sapatos confortáveis.
I put on comfortable shoes. I put on comfortable shoes. I pack my gear. I pack my gear.
Preparo meu equipamento.
I pack my gear. I pack my gear. I bring my radio and earpiece. I bring my radio and earpiece.
Levo meu rádio e ponto.
I bring my radio and earpiece. I bring my radio and earpiece. I carry a small first aid kit. I carry a small first aid kit.
Carrego pequeno kit de primeiros socorros.
I carry a small first aid kit. I carry a small first aid kit. I make sure my phone is charged. I make sure my phone is charged.
Confiro se meu celular está carregado.
I make sure my phone is charged. I make sure my phone is charged. I review the client's plan. I review the client's plan.
Revejo o plano do cliente.
I review the client's plan. I review the client's plan. I read the route for the day. I read the route for the day.
Leio a rota do dia.
I read the route for the day. I read the route for the day. I join the morning briefing. I join the morning briefing.
Participo do briefing da manhã.
I join the morning briefing. I join the morning briefing. I meet the security team. I meet the security team.
Encontro a equipe de segurança.
I meet the security team. I meet the security team. We talk about today's risks. We talk about today's risks.
Falamos sobre os riscos de hoje.
We talk about today's risks. We talk about today's risks. We choose primary and backup routes. We choose primary and backup routes.
Escolhemos a rota principal e a rota alternativa.
We choose primary and backup routes. We choose primary and backup routes. We check the vehicles. We check the vehicles.
Verificamos os veículos.
We check the vehicles. We check the vehicles. We test the lights and locks. We test the lights and locks.
Testamos as luzes e as travas.
We test the lights and locks. We test the lights and locks. We make sure there is enough gas. We make sure there is enough gas.
Garantimos que há combustível suficiente.
We make sure there is enough gas. We make sure there is enough gas. We confirm the driver's plan. We confirm the driver's plan.
Confirmamos o plano do motorista.
We confirm the driver's plan. We confirm the driver's plan. I greet the client politely. I greet the client politely.
Cumprimento o cliente com educação.
I greet the client politely. I greet the client politely. I explain the plan in simple terms. I explain the plan in simple terms.
Explico o plano em termos simples.
I explain the plan in simple terms. I explain the plan in simple terms. I open the door for the client. I open the door for the client.
Abro a porta para o cliente.
I open the door for the client. I open the door for the client. I watch the area before we move. I watch the area before we move.
Observo a área antes de nos movermos.
I watch the area before we move. I watch the area before we move. I scan for anything unusual. I scan for anything unusual.
Procuro por algo incomum.
I scan for anything unusual. I scan for anything unusual. I look at hands and faces. I look at hands and faces.
Observo mãos e rostos.
I look at hands and faces. I look at hands and faces. I check nearby doors and windows. I check nearby doors and windows.
Verifico portas e janelas próximas.
I check nearby doors and windows. I check nearby doors and windows. I stand close but not too close. I stand close but not too close.
Fico perto, mas não perto demais.
I stand close but not too close. I stand close but not too close. I keep my hands free. I keep my hands free.
Mantenho as mãos livres.
I keep my hands free. I keep my hands free. I stay calm and alert. I stay calm and alert.
Permaneço calmo e alerta.
I stay calm and alert. I stay calm and alert. I listen to the radio. I listen to the radio.
Escuto o rádio.
I listen to the radio. I listen to the radio. I answer calls from the team. I answer calls from the team.
Atendo às chamadas da equipe.
I answer calls from the team. I answer calls from the team. I use clear and short words. I use clear and short words.
Uso palavras claras e curtas.
I use clear and short words. I use clear and short words. I keep my voice low. I keep my voice low.
Mantenho a voz baixa.
I keep my voice low. I keep my voice low. I walk on the curbside. I walk on the curbside.
Caminho pelo lado do meio-fio.
I walk on the curbside. I walk on the curbside. I shield the client from the crowd. I shield the client from the crowd.
Protejo o cliente da multidão.
I shield the client from the crowd. I shield the client from the crowd. I control the space around us. I control the space around us.
Controlo o espaço ao nosso redor.
I control the space around us. I control the space around us. I set a safe walking pace. I set a safe walking pace.
Defino ritmo de caminhada seguro.
I set a safe walking pace. I set a safe walking pace. I watch the client's steps. I watch the client's steps.
Observo os passos do cliente.
I watch the client's steps. I watch the client's steps. I guide the client to the car. I guide the client to the car.
Guio o cliente até o carro.
I guide the client to the car. I guide the client to the car. I look around before we enter. I look around before we enter.
Olho ao redor antes de entrarmos.
I look around before we enter. I look around before we enter. I seat the client first. I seat the client first.
Acomodo o cliente primeiro.
I seat the client first. I seat the client first. I close the door gently. I close the door gently.
Fecho a porta com cuidado.
I close the door gently. I close the door gently. I sit where I can see best. I sit where I can see best.
Sento onde posso ver melhor.
I sit where I can see best. I sit where I can see best. I check mirrors and blind spots. I check mirrors and blind spots.
Confiro espelhos e pontos cegos.
I check mirrors and blind spots. I check mirrors and blind spots. I track the route as we drive. I track the route as we drive.
Acompanho a rota enquanto nos deslocamos.
I track the route as we drive. I track the route as we drive. I watch traffic and people. I watch traffic and people.
Observo o trânsito e as pessoas.
I watch traffic and people. I watch traffic and people. I avoid blocked streets. I avoid blocked streets.
Evito ruas bloqueadas.
I avoid blocked streets. I avoid blocked streets. I call in any delay. I call in any delay.
Comunico qualquer atraso.
I call in any delay. I call in any delay. I keep the client informed. I keep the client informed.
Mantenho o cliente informado.
I keep the client informed. I keep the client informed. We arrive at the venue. We arrive at the venue.
Chegamos ao local.
We arrive at the venue. We arrive at the venue. I step out and scan the area. I step out and scan the area.
Saio e faço uma varredura da área.
I step out and scan the area. I step out and scan the area. I open the door when it is safe. I open the door when it is safe.
Abro a porta quando for seguro.
I open the door when it is safe. I open the door when it is safe. I lead the client inside. I lead the client inside.
Conduzo o cliente para dentro.
I lead the client inside. I lead the client inside. I know the exits in each room. I know the exits in each room.
Conheço as saídas de cada sala.
I know the exits in each room. I know the exits in each room. I find a safe spot to stand. I find a safe spot to stand.
Encontro ponto seguro para ficar.
I find a safe spot to stand. I find a safe spot to stand. I face the crowd, not the stage. I face the crowd, not the stage.
Fico de frente para a plateia, não para o palco.
I face the crowd, not the stage. I face the crowd, not the stage. I watch the client's bag and coat. I watch the client's bag and coat.
Observo a bolsa e o casaco do cliente.
I watch the client's bag and coat. I watch the client's bag and coat. I check for new risks. I check for new risks.
Verifico se há novos riscos.
I check for new risks. I check for new risks. I speak with the local staff. I speak with the local staff.
Converso com a equipe local.
I speak with the local staff. I speak with the local staff. I confirm the meeting room. I confirm the meeting room.
Confirmo a sala de reunião.
I confirm the meeting room. I confirm the meeting room. I walk the hallway before the client. I walk the hallway before the client.
Percorro o corredor antes do cliente.
I walk the hallway before the client. I walk the hallway before the client. I test the access badge. I test the access badge.
Testo o crachá de acesso.
I test the access badge. I test the access badge. I make sure the elevator is clear. I make sure the elevator is clear.
Garanto que o elevador esteja livre.
I make sure the elevator is clear. I make sure the elevator is clear. I stand between the client and others. I stand between the client and others.
Fico entre o cliente e os demais.
I stand between the client and others. I stand between the client and others. I keep a clear path to the exit. I keep a clear path to the exit.
Mantenho caminho livre até a saída.
I keep a clear path to the exit. I keep a clear path to the exit. I watch for sudden changes. I watch for sudden changes.
Fico atento a mudanças súbitas.
I watch for sudden changes. I watch for sudden changes. I notice loud voices or fast moves. I notice loud voices or fast moves.
Percebo vozes altas ou movimentos rápidos.
I notice loud voices or fast moves. I notice loud voices or fast moves. I trust my training. I trust my training.
Confio no meu treinamento.
I trust my training. I trust my training. I stay polite with everyone. I stay polite with everyone.
Permaneço educado com todos.
I stay polite with everyone. I stay polite with everyone. I stay firm when needed. I stay firm when needed.
Mantenho firmeza quando necessário.
I stay firm when needed. I stay firm when needed. I protect the client's privacy. I protect the client's privacy.
Protejo a privacidade do cliente.
I protect the client's privacy. I protect the client's privacy. I do not share private details. I do not share private details.
Não compartilho detalhes privados.
I do not share private details. I do not share private details. I handle fans with respect. I handle fans with respect.
Trato os fãs com respeito.
I handle fans with respect. I handle fans with respect. I say, please give us space. I say, please give us space.
Digo, por favor, nos deem espaço.
I say, please give us space. I say, please give us space. I use my hands to guide gently. I use my hands to guide gently.
Uso as mãos para orientar com gentileza.
I use my hands to guide gently. I use my hands to guide gently. I avoid pushing or yelling. I avoid pushing or yelling.
Evito empurrar ou gritar.
I avoid pushing or yelling. I avoid pushing or yelling. I set simple rules for safety. I set simple rules for safety.
Estabeleço regras simples de segurança.
I set simple rules for safety. I set simple rules for safety. I remind the client to stay close. I remind the client to stay close.
Lembro o cliente de ficar por perto.
I remind the client to stay close. I remind the client to stay close. I manage the time for each stop. I manage the time for each stop.
Gerencio o tempo de cada parada.
I manage the time for each stop. I manage the time for each stop. I keep the day on track. I keep the day on track.
Mantenho o dia no cronograma.
I keep the day on track. I keep the day on track. I watch the weather. I watch the weather.
Acompanho a previsão do tempo.
I watch the weather. I watch the weather. I plan for rain or heat. I plan for rain or heat.
Planejo para chuva ou calor.
I plan for rain or heat. I plan for rain or heat. I have water for the client. I have water for the client.
Tenho água para o cliente.
I have water for the client. I have water for the client. I plan quiet breaks. I plan quiet breaks.
Planejo pausas tranquilas.
I plan quiet breaks. I plan quiet breaks. I check the restrooms first. I check the restrooms first.
Verifico os banheiros primeiro.
I check the restrooms first. I check the restrooms first. I stand outside the door and wait. I stand outside the door and wait.
Fico do lado de fora da porta e aguardo.
I stand outside the door and wait. I stand outside the door and wait. I keep an eye on the hallway. I keep an eye on the hallway.
Fico de olho no corredor.
I keep an eye on the hallway. I keep an eye on the hallway. I notice cameras and news crews. I notice cameras and news crews.
Percebo câmeras e equipes de imprensa.
I notice cameras and news crews. I notice cameras and news crews. I help with press lines. I help with press lines.
Ajudo nas filas da imprensa.
I help with press lines. I help with press lines. I say, one at a time, please. I say, one at a time, please.
Digo, de cada vez, por favor.
I say, one at a time, please. I say, one at a time, please. I guide the client past the crowd. I guide the client past the crowd.
Guio o cliente por entre a multidão.
I guide the client past the crowd. I guide the client past the crowd. I thank people for their patience. I thank people for their patience.
Agradeço às pessoas pela paciência.
I thank people for their patience. I thank people for their patience. I stay neutral and calm. I stay neutral and calm.
Permaneço neutro e calmo.
I stay neutral and calm. I stay neutral and calm. I avoid arguments. I avoid arguments.
Evito discussões.
I avoid arguments. I avoid arguments. I follow the law and rules. I follow the law and rules.
Sigo a lei e as regras.
I follow the law and rules. I follow the law and rules. I respect building security. I respect building security.
Respeito a segurança do prédio.
I respect building security. I respect building security. I report any problem at once. I report any problem at once.
Comunico qualquer problema imediatamente.
I report any problem at once. I report any problem at once. I write notes about the day. I write notes about the day.
Anoto observações sobre o dia.
I write notes about the day. I write notes about the day. I update the team chat. I update the team chat.
Atualizo o chat da equipe.
I update the team chat. I update the team chat. I check my gear again at lunch. I check my gear again at lunch.
Confiro meu equipamento novamente no almoço.
I check my gear again at lunch. I check my gear again at lunch. I replace batteries when needed. I replace batteries when needed.
Troco as baterias quando necessário.
I replace batteries when needed. I replace batteries when needed. I clean my earpiece. I clean my earpiece.
Limpo meu ponto.
I clean my earpiece. I clean my earpiece.
Obrigado por assistir. Inscreva-se no canal e ative as notificações para receber novos vídeos e continuar sua jornada no inglês.